You are now at the main menu. The first thing we will do is to set up your system preferences. System preferences will allow you to set TIMEWARE3 up according to your specific pool situation. From the main menu, click Utilities, and then System. The default system that comes loaded with TIMEWARE3 is the Lite system. We are going to set up our own system. You can have up to 2 systems plus a test system in a regular TIMEWARE3 license. To set up a new system, click on New. Next, we will give our system a name. I have both a men's and a women's program that I like to keep separate since they swim in different seasons, so I will set this one up for the women's team. Each system should have a unique name with less than 20 characters. Once you have entered the system name, press Enter and type in the system folder name. This is the name of the folder in which all of the data will be stored within TIMEWARE3. It should not have any spaces or punctuation characters. Mine will be OH Girls. Now press Enter. You now have the option of entering a password for the system. You can type whatever you want into the field. If you forget the password, you can simply type in GOIST to get into the system, and you can come here to change your password at any time. Now that we have the system set up, we need to set the preferences. We'll check Demo so that we can do timing without being hooked up to the computer timing interface. Here, you can also select whether you want to see the tips screen when you start TIMEWARE3. We also need to set the number of lanes in the pool. I have 6, my pool length is 25, and it's measured in yards. For the scoreboard manufacturer, select a brand of scoreboard that you use. If you do not have a scoreboard, select None. Mine is an IST, of course. I have 1 scroll line, 6 fixed lines, and it is 16 characters wide, or a single wide board. If the scoreboard is a numeric-only board, make sure that the numeric checkbox is checked. I only use one end for inputs. My pads are at the starting block end, so I have a pad or a touch pad as the primary input and one button as my backup input. My system is for high school. This setting helps to determine which dive tables and rule settings to use, and also whether the swimmer's grade or age is displayed on reports. This is a pretty standard setup for a system. If you want more information about any of the other items on the screen, you can take a look at the help files. The next thing we need to do is look at the hardware setup. You'll need to exit System Preferences. Go to Utilities and Set up Hardware. Here you can select the COM port that you are going to connect the timing box to. Only available COM ports will be in the list to select. If you do not know which COM port you are using, you can find out by looking in the Windows Device Manager. For more information on that, look at the Windows help files. The secondary or scoreboard port is only used if you are using boardware. I'm not, so we'll leave it set at None. Now set the results port to GNet. Change the Files of Type to All Files, and navigate to the SW-Meets folder on the high-tech computer. You can click on any file within the folder and click Select. The GNet path is now displayed, and you should check to make sure that the path ends with SW-Meets3. If it doesn't, you'll need to go back and select a file within the SW-Meets3 folder to get it to show up that way. Now that we've got that done, we can go back to Meet Manager and download an event list from High-Tech's Meet Manager.